Hello and welcome to a new video, and welcome to something that's kind of off the cuff. So this announcement came right on the heels of obviously my SteamWorld Dig review, so it kind of caught me at the right time to get me really hyped. And I just really wanted to talk about it, I don't know why. So without further ado, Eshop Selects. So this is a program that Nintendo's doing. It's basically, the idea is they're going to get theoretically the best downloadable games on the eShop, and they're going to make physical editions of them. So what's great about this is obviously there's a lot of indie games that usually wouldn't sell as well because obviously they're only appealing to the digital market, and now some people might see them in a shop and might say, oh, that's cool. Also, they're only 20 quid, so for physical games they're pretty cheap. And the two games they have are really good. Technically it's three. So there's Fast Racing Neo, which is the kind of the Shinen F-Zero type game. It's also going to have 8 new tracks, which is basically DLC that they're putting in the console version, but they're going to add it to this. And then obviously also the one that has me most excited is the SteamWorld collection, which is also going to include the SteamWorld Heist DLC, and that's going to come out the same day as SteamWorld Heist does on the Wii U, so they're both September 30th. And the SteamWorld collection, it has just SteamWorld Heist and SteamWorld Dig. Would have been nice if they'd maybe thrown in SteamWorld Tower Defense, just because why not? Made a little kind of port of it to the Wii U, but I understand that that's a lot of time and resources that they probably don't want to put into that game, because it wasn't particularly successful compared to the other two. It would just mostly be a curiosity and a bit of fan service. So the reason I think this is important is from a purely archival standpoint. It's just nice to have the games for people to go back to after the Wii U eShop servers have gone down and everything. And these are 3 games that I really think people will want to go back to. The only downside I can see to this entire thing, because it really is only helping indie developers, is the boxes, maybe from a collector standpoint, don't look that great because they have this kind of beige border. Would have been nicer if they just kind of left it with the game box art and then maybe just have a little label that just says eShop Selects, as opposed to having, you know, those kind of reprint editions, you know, where they're all like with a big red border. I don't get why they always feel they have to do that, why they couldn't just put a, you know, a small banner that just says Player's Choice or something or whatever, but it is what it is. So here, completely off the cuff, is my top 5 games that I would like to see the Indie Selects kind of thing do, or eShop Selects rather. So the first one is Child of Light. This is a game I absolutely love. Obviously it's made by Ubisoft, and it already has a physical edition actually for the Vita, so it doesn't really necessarily matter, but I would just love to see it. That's why it's at number 5 though, because, you know, Ubisoft kind of could have done that if they wanted to. In terms of indie games, we're getting on to number 4. I think Affordable Space Adventures or Freedom Planet. I'm grouping these two together because these are 2 games that I haven't played, but I would really try them if they were on the Indie Selects. It would push me over the edge. So for number 3, I'm going to give it to Stealth Inc. 2 Game of Clones, and maybe even if they could throw in a Portal Stealth Inc. one, that'd be very cool, because the Stealth Inc. games, the first one kind of had some success, but the second one bombed on Wii U, which was really unfortunate because it just had such great ideas that it was using with the touchscreen and everything, and I really think it is the definitive version of that game, and I would like more people to try it. There's even a co-op mode where you can use various gadgets on the gamepad and the other person can play, and there's even a sort of pseudo Mario Maker style thing where you can make your own levels and whatever. Obviously it's a bit more technical because it's more of a puzzle platformer, but yeah, Stealth Inc. is a game that I really think you should check out. Number 2, I'm gonna say TNT Racers. This is a game some of you mightn't have heard about. It's a really good game. It kind of blends Mario Kart and Smash Brothers slightly in that it's a 4-player racer, but it's a top-down racer, more like retro racers. And it basically is all about either knocking your opponents off the side of the track or shooting them and getting their car to explode. This game is so much fun. It's just one of the best multiplayer games I think on the Wii U, and nobody seems to talk about it. It's also on the Wii, Xbox 360, PS3. Seriously, if that probably will never get an Indie Selects. or eShop Selects. Why do I keep calling them Indie Selects? eShop Selects. Try that game. It is so good, especially if you can get a group of 3 other people who are really into it. You can just play it for hours and hours. Moving on to number 1, Guacamelee. Maybe also they could throw Severed in here as well. Guacamelee is from Drinkbox Studios. It's kind of a Metroidvania style game, you know, 2D side-scrolling open world, or at least that's what I like to call them. But yeah, it's just, I think, one of the best Metroidvanias that has ever been made. It's got a beautiful art style, it's got a great combat system, it's got a somewhat unique aesthetic. There aren't many games based on Mexico, and the luchador theme really fits it. Honestly, Guacamelee is worth a try. I think that game is actually quite likely to get one, maybe in combination with Severed, get a kind of a Drinkbox collection. But yeah, definitely Guacamelee is my number 1 pick to get an eShop Selects. So, thank you for watching this video. Please like it if you liked it. Please tell me down in the comments below any games that you want to see an eShop Selects of. I still haven't said, you know, half the games I could have. Bit Trip Runner, just so many games. Please tell me down in the comments below, what would you like to see? Also, please tell me what you think of this kind of program and the whole idea of having physical editions of indie games. And also, please subscribe if you have not already. Thank you so much for watching, and while you're at it, why not check out some of these other videos?